Great to see you again and welcome to video 3 in our training. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about creative and copy. So again, we've got another PowerPoint and I'm going to run you through taking the buyer personas that I showed you in the last video and creating some copy and creative for them. So I'm actually going to talk you through how I've put my copy together. Giving you line by line analysis of what I've done so you can completely replicate it for your own buyer personas and your own business, whatever you're selling. But not just that, we're going to look at a little video that I've made and I'll give you some suggestions about different creative assets you can use in your videos as well. So let's jump right into the lesson. Right, so now we can talk about copy and creative. Copy being the text that goes along with your ads, and creative being the images and videos that are used to capture people's attention. So for each buyer persona, we're going to create between 2 and 4 options for each. So that's 2 to 4 different types of creative and 2 to 4 different types of copy. So creative, if you're going to have, for example, 2 options, it's probably best to try and switch between one image, one video, rather than having 2 of the same, okay? If you've got 3 same thing, 2 images, 1 video, 2 videos, 1 image. Try and mix it up just to have a bit of variety in the actual format of your creative. And then copy, we just have the different options. So let's have a look at my copy that I've created for this theoretical example. And we'll talk through it and I'll help you a little bit about creating your own copy, and then we can go and look at some creative. So here we are on my copywriting sheet. So you can see you've got the buyer persona 1, which is the English, people learning English for job opportunities. And I've decided to go for 2 different examples of my copy. Now I maybe would have done 3 in real life, maybe a bit of a shorter one, but just for this example, we're going to do 2 different types to give you an idea of how you can create them. And then a shorter one is a lot more condensed, so it's a bit more easy to think about. So the first one, what I want you to do with your copy is you need to address certain things, okay? So if you just go in and write something without any real thought about it, it's not going to have much of an impact. You need to be building credibility in your brand or addressing people's problems and providing solutions to them, talking about the benefits of what you're offering, and also making sure that you have a very strong call to action in your copy or people won't act. So I'm going to give you the little structure I tend to use in this first one, which this is the main structure I use, and then an alternative structure in the second one, which you can basically use and then just change each part to fit what you want to write or whatever you're talking about. So I always start with a hook. So a hook is something that's going to capture people's attention, resonate with them, make them think about something and read on, okay? So what I've started with is, why let lockdown postpone your English progress, okay? So you got to remember, we're targeting people here who are studying English or looking to study English for job opportunities. Therefore, it's a good thing to ask them, like, why let lockdown stop you? And they can think, well, that's a good point. Why should I let it stop me? What is he going to say? What is this about? Okay. Then I move on to just quickly tell them what exactly it is I'm talking about, what I'm offering. Okay. Because what you have is sometimes people just start talking and they go into a big story, but they take too long to drop in what it is this is actually connected to, and people can drop off. You have to give them a little sprinkle of what it actually is that you're talking about, so they'll keep reading. Now, obviously, if your creative has that in it, they already know, but it's often good to put it in the copy as well. So I've just said, our online English class students are seizing the opportunity to stand out in the job market. So I'm entering a bit of competition into there, but that's not part of the structure. What it is I'm doing is I'm just telling them what is the what am I offering, and it's online English classes effectively, okay? And then the next part, we're going to go into their pain points. So we know with every provider moving online, There's so many options to choose from. You want to get the best possible solution for learning in your home. So remember, we're targeting in one of our ad sets the different tools that people are using to find online classes, or the tools they're using just to learn online, not in a class format, just in e-learning software. So I want to use that pain point, okay? Because everyone right now is providing online classes. It doesn't matter what location you're in. Whereas you normally have regional competition, now it's just the internet. Everyone in the world is online classes, okay? So you're competing with them all. There's so many options. You have to think about it from the user's perspective. There's that many options that's an actual pain point for them. It's too much. They don't want to get into something that's not good. They don't want to get into something that's too expensive for what it is. They're probably going to be overwhelmed by options. So you're saying, okay, I understand that. Let me bring that pain point to the table so they can go, yeah, I'm feeling that problem. And they're going to listen to it because it's something they're dealing with, and they know that I'm probably going to offer a solution to this or talk about it or something. So that's their pain point. And if you've got other pain points, you can use this for anything. When you get back to normal classes or anything else you're selling, think about what is the pain point for the person, and that's what you want to talk about. You want to set this situation, build that up so they're feeling that pain point there and then. And then you're going to go into the benefits of your solution. So your solution and your benefits. So, well, as one of the UK's top language schools, here's what we offer. So I'm actively saying, who are we as well? It's very important to include in your copy, who actually are you? So as one of the top UK language schools, bit of credibility, but also saying who we are. We're a language school. Here's what we offer. We're just gone into some benefits. So professionally qualified teachers, class availability throughout the day, 100% flexible, reschedule at short notice, just explain what that is. Two-way webcam for natural communication, screen sharing to prevent confusion. So you'll notice here, sometimes I add a little bit extra because I don't want to just say a feature. If I just said webcam, screen sharing, 100% flexible, well, flexible is maybe a bit of a benefit, but those aren't really benefits. That's a feature of your classes. You need to say, why is that important? So screen sharing, but why is that important? Well, it prevents confusion. Okay, so always give the benefit, not the feature. Or if you're going to give the feature, make sure you explain the benefit. And then I go on to just add a little bit extra, another benefit, but I want it separately because this is quite an important one. That stands out from the other things that they're looking at, that I want to go, hang on, that's an extra bonus that the other competitors don't have. That's a real reason why I should take online classes now with this company. So it says, oh, you'll have lifelong access to the lesson recordings / handouts as we email you them after every class. So I've written that because I directly know right now I'm in competition with people providing online classes on these platforms and people providing e-learning software. So they're going to have access to that e-learning software all the time throughout the day, but when they stop their membership, they're not going to have it. Okay, so I want to address that. It's like, okay, here, you can go with those things, but I give you this that they don't. So even if you pay for it now, you have that forever. Okay, so that's a really extra benefit that they don't have, my competition doesn't have, that makes me stand out. So I've added that in there. But that's still part of the benefit section. And then the last thing is your call to action. So important. You have to have a strong call to action. And what I always do as well is I sprinkle in a bit of scarcity. Okay, so claim your free online trial class today. That's your call to action. Today, don't just say claim your free online class. I want you to do it today. Take action right now. But hurry, we only have 5 more places left. Okay, so you see this all the time on the internet. Ends tomorrow, or even in real life sales in the shops and things. Ends tomorrow, ends midnight. Only first 100 customers, whatever. Have some scarcity because it just makes people take action there and then rather than sitting on it and thinking about it. So yeah, claim your free online trial class today, but hurry, we only have 5 more places. So just to summarize that, you have the hook, capture people's attention. You have the what are you offering? You have the pain points. You then have the solution plus the benefits of your service. And then you have a call to action with a sprinkle of scarcity. Then the second option is a different style. So what I want to do in this style is I want to set the scene, first of all. I'm then going to promise them something. I'm then going to give evidence for that. I'm going to prove it. And then I'm going to give them the call to action again. So first of all, let's set the scene. Wouldn't it be great to come out of lockdown with better job opportunities? Okay, so I'm painting that picture in their heads, thinking about the end of lockdown and their further advance. Okay, so it's something like imagine you're a home delivery company and you said to people, wouldn't it be great not to have to wait in lines at the checkout? Okay, so you're painting a picture of something they don't want to have and give them a vision for the future that would be great. Okay, paint that picture of that future. Our online classes will greatly increase your proficiency level, giving you a clear competitive advantage in the current job market. So I'm promising them that our online classes are going to increase their English proficiency. And what that does is it gives you a more competitive advantage in the job market, okay? And the current job market, it's just little things I sprinkle in, which is an advanced level. Don't worry about it too much, but I think about everything I write. So I'm saying current job market, I'm playing on the fact that we could be entering a recession. People know jobs are at stake. It's something they need to take into account, okay? So you can have all these little nuances in copy. It's a really, really big science, but we just want to get our ads up and get something based on a structure, okay? So then we go on and we say, our students love the flexibility of online classes without the loss of quality teacher to student interactions through two-way webcam and screen sharing. So I'm still getting my benefits in there, but I'm using it as the proof section. I'm saying our students, okay, love the flexibility of online classes, okay? So they can see that other people have enjoyed it without the loss of quality teacher to student interactions. So that's one thing that plays on people's minds, is that online classes are somehow lesser in value than in-person classes. Okay, so I'm saying you've not lost that quality teacher to student interactions. What I see all the time is people running ads or doing posts and they're saying in this period saying get our online classes, and they say they're equal to in-person classes. Okay, but that makes no sense. If they were equal to in-person classes, you're sort of just sweeping people's problems under the bus. You're not addressing them. You're saying, well, they're equal. Well, if they're equal, why weren't you doing them before? Why are online classes not 50-50 with in-person classes? People see them as something lesser. Otherwise, and you yourself, otherwise you wouldn't be offering them. You'd just be doing purely online classes. Okay, so you can't just say, yeah, they're the same quality or they're the same. You have to say exactly what it is that people are fearing and address it. Okay, so I'm saying without the loss of quality. Everyone thinks an online class is lower in value because you lose that ability to have that communication and interact with the teacher. But we're saying you don't lose that because you've got two-way webcam and screen sharing. So they're not just seeing me on video, I'm seeing them too. As a teacher, I can pick up on their expressions. I can pick up when they're confused, okay? You're trying to give that benefit to them. Oh, and lifelong access to lesson recordings / handouts. We email them after every class. Okay, so the same benefits as before. I've just changed it to fit in with what we're doing here. So we're not talking about the person who's seen the ad. We're not talking about you. We're talking about our students. So I say, oh, and the lifelong access to the lesson recordings, handouts. We email them. So we're talking about our students. They can go, okay, I want to be one of those students as well. So then we finish off with your call to action. Claim your free online trial class today, but hurry, we only have 5 more places. So exactly the same as the one before. So just to summarize that one, we've got the paint the picture, you're going to promise something, you're going to prove it, and then you're going to get the call to action, what you call a push, okay? So a note on this as well, emojis. Emojis are good for social media. You do sometimes see people using too many or not using them appropriately, and it just looks very messy, very spammy. Whereas if you don't use them, if this was just all block text, again, it's boring. People don't want to read it. So it's very important. You see, I've broken everything up. This is quite important. This is based on people viewing it mainly on mobile. So I want to have everything broken up so it's not just a lump of text that people are going to see in their mobile and go, that looks too much effort to read. That's intimidating. I'm not going to read it. You want to have them read line by line and then be drawn into reading the next line. Okay, so you offer them a little bit, they take it and they like it and they want to read the next bit. So that's why that's done like that. You can use emojis to help that. So I use the emojis where I want to draw someone's eye to something. So if I'm just looking at this and I don't read it line by line, my eye is instantly drawn to that first emoji. It's drawn to this list here. It's drawn to this. And you can't see it here, but actually there's a British flag up the top for the English language, which you would see in social media, and you'll see when we put it into Facebook later on. So yeah, 2 or 3 emojis, not too many. These are emojis as well, but they're punctuation emojis, okay? And yeah, I try and use as much as possible the little smileys because I think it's giving people expressions. So there's lots of rules in Facebook how you're not allowed to say certain things or assume certain things about people's emotions. But by using emojis, you can kind of do that. So rather than saying, "Oh, are you feeling sad?" I wouldn't be allowed to do that, but I can do a sad face, and that's perfectly fine. So yeah, I like emojis, but not too many, and use them to draw the attention of people's eye and highlight things. Okay, so this is me just going crazy. There's so many to choose from. I'm highlighting that this is about English classes with the English flag that you'll see, and I'm highlighting the claim your free trial class call to action. And then the same pondering face, how our students love something, and then the call to action. So yeah, that is the copy. I don't think there's anything else to say on that. So try and make your own copy. Use that structure, and then we're going to look at the creative now that's going to go with it. I'm just going to play you this video that I've quickly made. With your creative, basically, you want to just highlight some of the benefits of what people or what you're offering, okay? And you want to try and just capture their attention. So if you're doing a video, you want it short, you want it between 15 to sort of 45 seconds, okay? Very short, very sharp, and just give everything they need in a small area. And then what they'll do is they'll go on and read your copy so they can get that further information, or they'll go onto your landing page and look at your website and see what you've got there. Okay, so this is a video I've made just pretty quickly, put a few stock video clips together, added some text just to give you an idea of what you can do. And then what we'll do with the image is we're going to create our image in Facebook later on, and make it into a video file. And I'll show you what that's like, because that's a great feature that Facebook has, and you can utilize that too. So if you don't have any video editing skills, if you don't have any Photoshop skills, whatever, you can use that tool in Facebook. It's not great. It's not really extensive, but it'll help you to get started and have a good ad that's going to get people to engage. And then what I would say as well, if you're doing a video, just make sure if you're getting a creator to do it, a video editor, you give them a very solid brief explaining exactly what you want. Okay, so let's watch this one to give you an idea, and then I'll see you in the next videos. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the course, and as a special thank you for watching the video through to the end, I want to offer you some extra help, whether you're a school or a single person business. Now, this is just a small part of my overall Facebook ads strategy. And there's a lot more we can be doing and a lot more technical things as well. So if you're a school or an education platform provider, I want to offer you a free one-to-one strategy call with myself where I'll look at your business, we'll talk about your goals, and we'll work together to devise a bespoke Facebook advertising strategy that works for your unique business. So if you want to arrange that call, you can simply click the button below this video, and that will take you to a page where we can organize that. But a lot of you watching this video are maybe single person businesses. The growing trend for teacherpreneurs, which I think is just fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant that you're trying to grow your business. And I've got a lot planned for you in the future, a lot of helpful things. So for now, you can sign up to my free Facebook group that I'm trying to build. And I'll be doing lots of live training and Q&As, posting a ton of helpful content in there as well. And just really anyone can share a question and we'll all chip in together, answer it, and help build a strong and helpful community together that all have the same goal of growing their businesses. So if you want to sign up to the Facebook group, again, there's another button below the video. Click that and it will take you to the Facebook group where you have to answer a few questions and you'll be admitted shortly after. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon.